welcome to my cooking class. So here's what I've decided we are going to make today. Today we are going to do the home-style chicken stew. I'm going to be putting it in some container and using puff pastry. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to get our saute pan heated up, and we need to get some chicken going in it. So as you can see, I've got our beautiful saute pan. I'm gonna grab a little bit of oil. I've got my chicken already chopped up, so we'll just get a little bit of that on the bottom. And make sure that this is heated up before you put your chicken in, because you don't want the oil going into your chicken. You want it to be able to fry. And what the goal is we want to get a nice caramelization on our chicken. So it's just the two of us tonight. So this is just 2 chicken breasts cut up into bite-sized pieces. Now the other thing that we're going to do is I'm going to be using our round steamer. And with the round steamer, we're going to be putting our veggies in there. I'm going to be putting some potatoes, some carrots, and some celery in here while my chicken is cooking, and we're just going to throw it in the microwave. We're gonna pull it all together. I'm gonna put it in these cute little dishes and just have some puff pastry on the top, and we'll be good as golden. So let's get started on the counter for a bit. I'm using our grip and grabs here, and I'm just going to get these spaced out a bit and just let it cook. So I did mention that we're going to be making this chicken package. So we're just going to follow the instructions on the back. The home-style chicken stew, it says, makes 4 servings. You're going to combine the seasoning pack with 2 cups of water, and you're setting it aside. So we're just going to add this. Give it a little stir. We're just gonna set it aside, and then we're gonna get our trusty mandolin going. Fun food fact, I thought today I'd share a little bit about flaky pastry or puff pastry. I was actually reading it, and they actually said you can make puff pastry, it's easy to do, but it's painstaking. There's not a chance in the world I would be making homemade puff pastry when you can go to the store and buy frozen. Now when you get your frozen there, what you can do is you thaw it in your fridge or pull it out of the freezer and put it out on your counter. So that's what I've done. I've bought the store-bought version, and we're just going to use that for our dinner tonight. So our next step, we've got, of course, our chicken cooking over here. We've got our mix going, and now we need to get ready to speed this process up with our round steamer. So basically what I've got here is I've got 2 cups of potatoes, and I've got some celery in here, and I wanted to showcase our mandolin. This is our 4-in-1 mandolin. The blade that I have in here, it actually is marked at 3.5 millimeters. And this is just slicing it. Now you notice I'm not using my finger guide, because I find when I use the guide and I'm doing something quite long, it just tips. So I do get a little closer, and when it's getting to the point where it's like, I could actually cut, I could be in trouble. That's when I use my finger guide. We're just gonna finish this off. Perfect. So there you go. How easy was that to do? Drop that inside here. We're gonna add a little bit of water. Let's just get a little bowl here. We're gonna add about a half a cup of water in here. We're gonna throw it in the microwave for 8 minutes. Okay, so with half a cup of water added in here, just put a lid on that, and in the microwave it goes. So I've got my chicken done. I've just added a little bit of liquid in there because of the caramelization. I wanted to make sure it lifted off the pan. That's a little hot. My steamed veg are here. So we're going to drop this in. How easy was that? Of course, it's already cooked. So I've got my oven going here at 400 degrees because I'm going to be putting puff pastry on. Our reserve seasoning. God, I love how Epicure just makes things so easy. Honestly, if you're coming home at the end of the day going, oh my gosh, what's for dinner? Just stop. So we're just gonna get this thickening up. And what we can also do at this point, just so we've got some nice color because it is the season, we're gonna throw in, oh gosh, there's not very much left. Throw it all in. Don't you love how I measure? Anyway, we've got frozen peas. Can you have too much peas? Heaven forbid, no. Okay, so we're just going to let this thicken up a bit. My oven is almost at temperature. So we're gonna grab our flaky pastry here in a quick minute and get this settled. See how it's thickening up nicely? Now, if you didn't want to put this in a casserole dish with puff pastry, I'm just doing a little bit of extra for fun, you can actually just serve it from here. So this is already setting up. I'm just gonna turn the temperature down a bit. It's thickening up nicely. I don't want it to be like a stew. I wanna have a little bit of moisture in there because, as I mentioned, I am gonna be putting the puff pastry on top. Like my music tonight? Just trying to get my meal done quick. Okay. So 1 second, let's just get this organized. We're going to get our cocottes, these were called, but you can use ramekins, you can use little casserole dishes, and we are going to get our ladle. Yeah, love this ladle. I love it because of how deep it is. I've seen ladles that you buy in the store and they're almost like, I don't know, little plates practically. So they're too large or too flat, and you quite often spill. The other thing that I like about this is look at the shape because it's almost like a pouring spout. So I love this because you can actually hit where you want it to go. So we're gonna fill this so that it's about 3/4 of the way full. This is a perfect portion. Can you see how I enjoy this so much? Now I think this recipe actually said, I'm just gonna look because I'm always shocked. I mean, I've gone to stores and I bought things that it says serving of 4 and it doesn't feed a family of 4. This actually does say, because I was thinking, look at how much I have left. I was thinking this serves a family of 6. It just goes to show you the value that Epicure can give you. I almost forgot. Anyway, I pulled out my puff pastry and of course it came in a sheet. And if you're fortunate, you may have a lid that goes to your little bowls, which I did. So just set this on, take a sharp knife, cut around it, and as you can see, I've just draped it over top and put a little slice in the top because that's gonna allow the steam to release. We're gonna pop it in the oven, and now it's just a matter of simply baking it up. Stay tuned. You're gonna love how this turns out. My home-style chicken stew is done. I've got my puff pastry, nice, crispy, ready to rumble. It's just a matter of my girlfriend showing up now and we are ready for dinner. So if you are struggling at the end of every meal going, oh my gosh, what's for dinner? Let me just help you out. I'm gonna tell you our meal solutions are so amazing and you can put a meal on the table, rada ready in usually about 20 minutes or less. As I said, the only reason this one took a little bit longer is because I decided to put a puff pastry on the top. Otherwise, it would have been done in about 15 minutes. So thank you so much for watching my cooking class. Remember, our meal solutions are easy peasy and absolutely affordably delicious. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching my cooking show. Bye for now.